The federal government has declared its readiness to be decisive against institutions dishing out fake certificates in the country to the detriment of the country's education system. The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, made the disclosure while receiving the report of Interministerial Investigative Committee on Degree Certificate Milling in Nigeria. Correspondent Kunle completes the story.
Report of an undercover journalist that there are so many institutions in the country dishing out fake certificates. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, set up a committee to look into the matter, and today the committee has turned in its report, which the Minister of Education described as implementable and has promised that the report and recommendations will be implemented to the letter. Presenting the report of the committee, which was set up in January this year, the chairman, Professor Jubrila Amin, disclosed that the committee contacted all the institutions and organizations that are concerned and had gathered enough data to support its recommendations. He added that the committee equally met with relevant agencies on its fact-finding mission and had presented recommendations that are implementable for the overall development of the country's education system.
Also teach in substandard situations. We have visited them and we have seen them. In fact, we had so many pictures, but we did not want to bore people with the graphic pictures of what they sometimes call library, what they sometimes call laboratory, and so on. We also visited the University of Interest, the so-called University of Interest, where the journalist supposed to have gotten his degree, the ESGT. The building where we visited, Honorable Minister, it's anything but a university. It was maybe a 5 or 6 bedroom bungalow. There was not a single computer in the whole building.
Their respective remarks at the event, the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, and the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, thanked the committee for a wonderful job, noting that President Bola Tinubu is committed to revitalizing the country's education system. They maintain that the present administrations remain resolute to deal decisively with person, group of persons, or individuals that are bent on destroying the sector.
Absolutely decisive on this, because we cannot have anybody in our midst who education is too important to have people who will be compromising standards. I think that the people who are in charge of those who produce the doctors, who produce the engineers, the lawyers, everybody. So we cannot afford to let down when it comes to standards. So we are going to take very decisive action on anybody within the ministry who is found to have compromised himself along the way. Not just on this, but, other things.
Uncovered what happened. Problem known is a problem solved. And we have a minister who is committed to working according to the rules of law, and together we also work in that order. And luckily for us, Mr. President is so committed to righting the wrongs of the past.
Ministers maintain that the reports put forward by the committee are implementable, adding that all recommendations will be implemented to the letter to the growth and development of the education sector in Nigeria. From Abuja, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.